Hey guys, welcome to episode 20. Today's an exciting episode because we get to hand in the complete the phase 4, so I'm really looking forward to that. So we got a list of objectives that we have to do on the right hand side. So I've put together a little to-do list for us. So the first step is to go and increase the plates, then the rods, then the beams, the aluminium casing, and then once we've got those all sorted, and obviously that's according to the spreadsheet as well. So if we just take a look at the spreadsheet, you'll see exactly that, is we need the plates, we need the rods, we need the beams, and we need the casing. So that's all that we need in terms of that. Then we'll actually take the time then to go through to the next part, which will be the upgrading of the machines. So we'll go through the factory doing the tweaks to make all the items that we need to get prepared for the new buildings. And then after upgrading the machines, we'll move on to building the new machines and then working on the storage and building up for the phase 4 and then finally doing the hand-in. So really looking forward to that. So in anticipation for getting everything sorted, let's go and look at our iron plates just to see where we're at. So here's the iron plates here. Okay, so we need 40 more iron plates, so that's 2 more constructors. So we can throw an extra 2 on this end over here, which isn't going to be bad. So let's go and increase the iron, and the iron's increased from this belt on this network here. So it's this chain. So let's follow over here. So yeah, we've got 390 coming through for the plate, and we're going to need essentially 60 more. So let's go and buff up this 390 on this belt over here to be 450. That'll give us an extra for the 2 machines, and then yeah, we can get going and doing the first upgrade and sorting out the first objective. Cool. Okay, so it's going to be this miner on this side. Okay, so this one's 319. We need this one to be 450, so it's an extra 60. So we need to slap on 2 extra smelters, so it's going to do that. Cool, so it's this chain over here. Yeah, this one. So let's go and throw in 2 extra smelters on this. That'll push us obviously from the 390 to also the 460 bracket. Cool, just hook up the fronts and the backs. Copy the settings, do the extension. Cool. Let's just go and specify that that's going to be making the iron ingots. Cool, so we got 60 more coming in. So let's just go and update our sign here. So that's now coming in at 450. We can then just copy that, paste it that side. And then yeah, let's go through to our plates. And these ones each take 30. So we can throw in exactly 2 more. So that's great. So let's throw in 1 here, 1 there. Just put that one the wrong way around. That doesn't help anything. Okay, again, we'll just copy that setting to these. Bring it across the power again. Connect the fronts. I just want to make sure that this one actually goes. So it looks like it's in a bit of a funny place. Gotta wait for it to obviously get some materials. Let's go and steal some from this machine. Cool, here comes the first set. Okay, so it is being clogged. Let's do this. There you go. Cool, so that's all hooked up. So now we've got our 40. It'll just take a while for the smelters to obviously start sending down the items down this way, and as soon as that's done, that's our 40 iron off the list. So let's go and have a look and just do our change. So let's get into the to-do list. We'll mark this one as done. Cool. What's next on the list? The 30 iron. Okay, so we're going to do the exact same thing just for the iron side. So we're doing the iron rods here. We are a little bit strapped for space, so we could do a whole another floor here, but we're only going to do it for 30 iron. So what we can do is just overclock some of these machines. I think that would be an easy one. So let's do those last two machines, and we'll just throw in some power shards and beef those up. Don't see a problem with that. So let's go and look to see which ones are used for the iron. Cool, so it's going to be this one. So we're going to increase this to 270 because I think those use 15 for the iron rods. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go to 270 there, and that'll allow us to do 2 more machines at each producing 15. So then that'll get us to the 30 for the iron rods, and then we can tick another one off the to-do list. So let's follow this chain. Cool, so it's this bolt over here. Okay, so it's that minor. Okay, we're going to make that from 240 to 270. Yeah, 240, 270. Cool, that's been increased. Now we've just gone up to 30, so we only have to throw on one more smelt on that connection. So let's go and do that, and same thing. We'll also go and update the sign and then build the additional 2 constructors. That's the thing I love about this build style, man. It's so easy to do the updates. Okay, so this is going to be 270. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. I'm not doing the smelter first, but that's okay. We'll get back for that. Cool, so let's put down the smelter. We only need one more. That's throwing on the extra 30 now. So now we can go to our iron rods. Okay, so it's going to be this chain. And all that we've got to do is that this last one's already been amped up. So let's do this one. We'll throw on an extra 50 and 100. Extra one for another 100. So now that's producing 30. So that's 15. So we just got to do one more. Cool. So that's our iron rods done off the list. I like it, guys. Let's go here, mark that one as done. Cool. Sweet, so iron rod's done. I suppose let me just do the update over here and show how many we're producing. So this is going to actually be 270 now. Cool, and this one's going to be 300 because we threw on 2 extra ones producing 20 each. Okay, now the next one is going to be the steel beams. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, so currently we've got this many smelters over here. To make the steel beams, we need 30 steel beams. So we actually need 2 constructors because each constructor can actually produce a maximum of 15, unless obviously it's overclocked. And we'll need 2 constructors, which means we need 120 more steel coming in. So if we look at this, this produces 40, so we need 3 more machines to get the 120 to produce the 30 beams. So that's not too bad. So we can throw in an additional 3 here. I think we'll have space. Let's just check. 1, get to 3. Yeah, we'll just have enough space there. And what we've got to do is we've got to go and increase the copper coming in and the iron coming in. Sorry, not the copper, the coal coming in. So let's go and see which bolts these are. Okay, so it's this bolt over here and that bolt over there. So it's looks like it's the first iron and the first copper coming from around the corner. So let's go through this way. It's this one at the bottom here. Cool, let's go. Yeah, so it's going to be this one over here. And then followed by the first copper one, which is going to be this one over there. So that's the 2 that we need to do. Okay, so that's iron, copper, coal. So it's definitely going to be this bottom one. So it's the last one and the third one. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to go this side. Let's take the tube. And what we'll do is we'll go down to the bottom area there where we got the coal plant. We'll just jump down, just follow the trail of which one we need to upgrade. And we need to produce 120 more on both those machines. So I think currently they're in 480, so we might have to produce them up to 600 sounds about right. Yeah, no, let's just double check here. Yeah, it's going to be this first one. So the one closest to the stairs. And then this one over here. So it's the closest coal and the closest iron. Okay, so the iron one is obviously only the one iron node here. So that makes it easy to update. So let's go and do that one first. Yeah, 480, and then we need this one to be 600. So we can actually save our shards. No, this is already MK3. Okay, cool. So let's beef this up to 600. Nice. Okay, then the last thing we need to do is the coal one. So let's see. This one for the coal is the closest. So it's going to be this chain that we need to update. So that's this miner. Cool, and this one must be able to produce 600. Nice. Cool, so that's all done. Now we're just going to go and slap on those 2 other machines. Or 3 other machines. And to do that, I saw that I was running low on some materials. So let's have a look. Where's the foundries? So we need 3 of those. So we just got to go and get some more modular frames. That's not too bad. Okay. Simple enough. Let's head back to the factory on that side and go place down the foundries. Yes, I'm getting so excited to finish, guys. It's going to be so cool. Can't believe I still haven't finished the game yet, so really, really looking forward to it. Don't even know what happens after that last tier hand in. Okay, so let's head through to our steel. Okay, and we set 3, so let's put this here. 1, 2, 3. Hook up all the fronts. We'll just copy the settings. And obviously just have to link up all the backs. That's not in the right place. Just gotta put those in line with these ones. Try that again. That's better. Cool. And then the last one. Okay, then it's just the power. Power is connected on this side, so let's run here. Cool, then we can update our sign. So now this has got 600 in total. So 600 used for the steel beams. Okay, we'll just copy that, paste it this side. Just make sure everything's set. I don't think we've done for the splitters, so let's go and do those. Cool, and then those should be filling up now. Nice. Okay, so let's go now to the steel part of the factory so we can follow this bottom belt, and that should take us to the steel beams. Get a little mini factory tour on the way here, guys. Okay, so here's our beams, and now we've got our extra 120 coming in, so let's throw on 2 more. 1, 2. Oh, misplaced that one. and just connecting the power to these. Oh, then let's just link up the recipe. And that's looking good. So as the ingots start piling up in this one, it's going to start putting into these machines now, which is going to be perfect. And then as soon as that's got enough, it's going to start building the machine. Well, not building the machine, building the beams. Okay, so that's the 30 there. Pretty straightforward, I like it. Okay, so let's go and edit our to-do list here. Put an X there for the beam. Okay, so now here comes the big one. This is the one we have to chat about. So, doing the upgrade for the aluminium casing isn't going to be so easy, so it's going to get a little bit tricky now, but at least we got the basic one sorted. So if you'll remember, we're actually doing everything here on this floor, and this is our aluminium, and 520 is currently being used for the hull clad and casing. So what I'm going to suggest is we're already at the bolt max for this one, and we need 120 more aluminium casing to be able to get the materials we need for the rest of the build. So what I'm thinking about doing is let's double up the refineries. Let's put one over here, one over there. We'll then have two different refineries on this side putting outputs for the copper, for the aluminium scrap. We'll link one into the top, one into the bottom, and from this machine we'll go into two floors here. The bottom floor will be building the aluminium ingots for the casing, and the top floor will be building the aluminium ingots for the hull clad. That way we can separate the two. And then all of these machines over here that are doing the silica at the moment are actually underclocked, so we shouldn't have to build more machines. We can just change their overclocking settings. So let's build this other floor over here and let's get started, and then we can duplicate this, and then we can start working on the aluminium casing. Okay, so let's get started with the flooring. Let's take this, zoop it or vertical it up just so we get higher than the current floor. I think that's going to be okay. Let's just see. Yeah, that's fine. It needs to be one higher, guys. One higher. Guess let's do that. Do that on this side as well. Just clear out those ones that we placed. Cool. Now we can increase this. Okay, and then I think we can go maybe one more over. Both sides. Okay, so that's got a nice new floor for us. And that's going to be great because we can use this bottom one and then the top, so that's looking good. So the only thing that we have to do is currently we've got 480 coming in terms of coal. So for this little setup that we got here, we need bauxite, we need water, we need coal, and we need quartz. So those are all the items that we need for this, and those are all, if you remember, coming through on those 4 different train stations. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to have to increase all of those to 780. So I've got the extra miners and we've got some shards. So let me catch the trains. I'll go to the corresponding miners, upgrade those to the MK3s, and then I'll make them each produce 780 to hit the belt max, and then we can bring them through to the factory. Although we don't even need 780, I'm sure 600 will suffice. Let me go and see the amount of, or the quality of the nodes that side, and then I can increase all of these to 480, or from 480 to 780. So let's start with the bauxite. Let me catch the train that side. I'll just wait for it to appear here. Next thing you'll see is I'll be up top of the hill over there. Yeah, up that side over there in the distance. And then I can show you what the miner is set to, and then we can overclock it or set it to 780 or 600, whichever one can take, and then we'll start bringing back the materials here. So I've just arrived at the bauxite pickup. Let's go and check the miner here. Yeah, so that one's obviously producing at 480, and we can, maybe let's go to 600, guys. I don't see us having a need to go to 780. Better safe than sorry, eh? Okay, so let's go 780. We might have to get some extra shards on the way, but that's not going to be a problem. So this is going to be efficient, because anything that's in excess, it just gets dumped. So this miner will never go under 100% efficiency, which is exactly what we want, especially because it's just going to be loading on the trains. Cool, so we've done that one. Next one on the to-do list is going to be the coal just next to us. I think it actually might not be too bad a run. Let's go on a little adventure. I might regret this, guys. The map always seems so small until you go on an adventure, you know? Okay, let's put on the jetpack and go see how far this is. That's there by the waterfall. Okay, so it is quite far away. We might want to keep a little bit higher though. Don't want to fall down. Have we collected from here? Let's have a quick look see. Oh, we haven't. Bonus. This was a good idea. Cool. There's the coal station right over there. That worked out quite nicely. Okay, so this mine is also going to be 480. So we can simply overclock this one as well. Okay, so let's do that. Set this to 780. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to need some more shards to do the last one. So let's maybe on our way, we can do a little scan for some sluggies. And then the quartz one. Where did we get the quartz from for the pickup? I think it was, oh damn, it was in, it's in Golem's cave. Oh, nightmares. Okay, let me collect some slugs there on the way to the cave. I'll make sure we get some good ones, and then yeah, I'll catch you in the caves, and then I'll give you an update when we get to that miner. Cool. I'll see you guys just now. Yeah, I managed to get us some extra slugs. Let's go to Golem's cave, guys. At least I think I killed most of the spiders in here, so it should be a pleasant experience. Cool, so we're just going to get through to the quartz now, and then do that upgrade from the 480. Then that just means that the trains will actually come through, collect the materials at the 780, which we're obviously beefing them up to, and then take it back to the corresponding receiving stations. So that's going to be perfect, and then we can start working on the aluminium. So let's just go through this cave. We're almost there. Bear with me. I see it. Hello, old friend. Still got nervous twitches about the spiders. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I got one of those shards. I did manage to get some extra ones on the way here at least. So let's drop down the craft bench. Whoa! You see? Little rubbishes. They're out to get me, guys. Okay. Hello, friends. Okay, so we're gonna make this 780. Cool, and let's get the heck out of here. Okay, so that's all of those buffed. Let me go back to the train station. I'll wait at the receiving end. We can update the signs, and then we can get to working on the aluminium. See you guys just now. Update sign time. Okay, so these are all changing to 780. So we'll just do that on this one. Copy paste it to the other side. Let's just do this across the board for all the materials or the resources. Cool, and then the last one. Nice. Okay, now with that being upgraded, it's time we can actually go plan the little bit of the build extension now for the aluminium. So let's make our way that side. And then we can start working on the duplication here and the floor there. Cool, so let's get started over here. Okay, so let's talk about the changes that we have to make here. So currently we got this coming in at 780 and we're maximizing those. So we wanted to divide those 2 floors. So let's start off by making this bottom floor produce 450 ingots. And the reason why we want to do that is if we're going to have a look at the constructor and we're going to look at our casing. Currently we have 3 constructors there. So that's going to be 270. So we need to increase that 2 times. So 120 as per our to-do list on the right. So we're going to need 180 plus our 270. So if we have 180 plus our 270, it means that this bottom floor over here, in order to produce enough for our casing, needs to produce 450 ingots. And if we look, we've got 43.3 recurring across 12. So let's take the 450 divided by 12, and that means we need to set all of these to 37.5. So let's go and set all of these machines to 37.5, and that'll allow us to produce exactly what we need in terms of the 450. So let me just go ahead and do all of these. Great, now that those have all been updated to 37.5, it means that our requirement for the scrap and the silica has gone down. So 56.25 is the scrap that we are actually having to required to actually get to make the aluminium ingots, and if we times that by the number of foundries, we need 675 scrap. So let's go back to our refinery and see what we need to make 675 scrap. So let's drop this down to 675. So that's going to be 187.5% to produce 165. So let's do the same thing on this one and make this 185%. What was it? 187.5. 187.5. That should be producing enough. So let's have a look. 450 in terms of the output, 450 in terms of the input. Cool, so now this is going to run efficient on this. We haven't updated the silica yet, but in terms of the scrap, the bottom level is sorted. So now let's double up these machines and we can start working on what we need for the top. And if we look at the constructor now, we're currently producing 250 L-clad sheets. So if we go and have a look at the L-clad, sorry, it's not in the constructor, it's in the assembler. If we're going to have a look at the L-clad sheet, we need 30 per machine. So if we take the 250 we're producing divided by 30, it means we've got 8.333 machines. And if we look at that and we see how much L-clad that is, and we go 833, so 8.33, and we times that by 30, it means we need 250. So we need 250 more iron ingots on the top here. To get 250 iron ingots, let's have a look at the scrap that'll require. So if we take the foundry, and we wanted to make 250 ingots, we'd need 250 divided by 60, so we'd need 4.16667 to be able to make that. So let's go and see what we'd need to be able to, oh, hold on, let's have a look quickly at the scrap we would need for that. So let's go back to the foundry, and let's do, the scrap is 90, so we said divided by 250 divided by 60, and then times that by 90 for the scrap, because this accepts 90 scrap. So that means we need 375 scrap for the second floor here. So let's duplicate this machine, give it a little bit of space here so we can run a tube on that side. So let's do it like that, looks good. And then let's remove this line, we'll fix this just now. Okay, and let's duplicate this one. Again with a space between them. Yeah, that looks nice and neat. Cool, those machines are all sorted. Then what we'll do is this output, what we'll maybe do is just run it a little bit further away like that. Yeah, I like that. So let's just line up the bottom first. Cool. Yeah, exactly. Then this machine that's coming over here, we'll just take this, bring it here like that, and then we'll go facing towards our supply, our storage. Bring this out. Okay, so that's going to be connecting to that one. Then we'll do the same thing just on the inside of this one, connecting to this output. Yeah, that looks nice and neat. And then both sets of scrap will be filling in here. 780 on that bolt is the max, 780 on this bolt. So it'll fill very quickly, but obviously we're not using the bolt max on those sides. But that's not a problem. Okay, so that's now linked up. Now we've got to get the water this side. So the water is what's connected for the output on that side and the input on the side over here. So let's take that, bring this here, connect these all up. Cool, then we got to come through to this side. Let's link out the ammonia. And then I think we've got a water tank on that side just to buffer it. So let's do that in line on this side as well. We can't put it this side because of the belt here. We could always increase or lift that bolt and then just feed it around there. But let's maybe do that. So let's take this. Let's do something like that. Delete this one. And then just go straight into there. That'll work. And then we can take this. Go into there. Let's put up a logistics. And then we'll just link this to the front now. Okay, so that's all linked up. Now we just need to get the power to the front of this machine. And again, power to the front of this machine. Okay, then we just need to hook up the inputs for the items. Let's do it like this. Third time lucky. Fourth time lucky. Let's bring it a bit closer in. Cool, that's going to send into there now. Okay, so now we got that. Let's copy the settings. We're going to copy that, paste that one. Copy this recipe, paste that one. Okay, then we need to hook up this one's front as well. And then we'll copy this setting. Yeah, now we need to change the clock speeds because obviously we copied that. So this one we wanted to produce 375 in terms of the output. So let's make the 375. We only need the one shard. So 104, yeah, 1667. Let's go and set that on this machine. Cool, so let's see this matching the 360. No, that shouldn't be the scrap. What happened here? Did I copy? Oh, silly me. I copied the recipe instead of just copying the setting. So let's put it back to the ammonia solution. There you go, and then this one needs to be 104.667 now. Cool, so this one's now producing 240 ammonia, and this one is eating 240 ammonia. So the only thing left to do now is to actually get this ammonia solution going, which this is going to slowly pump up here, coming out of this machine. So let's give this some time. This will then loop around here. As you can see, it's coming through. Fill up the slush and then go into this one. There we go. So that's going to take some time. So the only other thing we need to do now is look at the water. So this is going to need 125 water. This is using 225. So 225 plus 125 gets us 350 water that's going to be producing. So that's producing 350. On this side we need 375. We need to put in a shard. 104.1667. There we go, that's looking better. Okay, so now we need 208.333 and 375. So 375 plus 208.333. So we need 583.33. Okay, so that's less than 225, and then lastly less than 125. So we need 233.3 recurring. Okay, so let's head down to our water pump. And then we can do that upgrade. So rather than use another shard in here, let's delete this water pump. We'll put down 2 and then we'll underclock the one. Cool, so that's all sorted in terms of the water. So now we should be getting the exact scrap that we need for both the hull-clad sheets and the aluminium casing. So the only thing left to do now is let's head up and start building that second floor for the hull-clad sheets. Or for the ingots for the hull-clad sheets. Lucky we got our trusty blueprint, guys. That's gonna be cool. So let's put down the foundries and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to have this facing that way. That looks good. Yep, lines up nice. Okay, so we need to get this up to that level, so we can do this and then just get it up onto this one here. But I'm thinking let's pop it one more up. Cool, and that's going to be fine for the scrap. The next thing we need to do is we need to hook up the silica. So let's do it like this. Wrong one. It's going to be the one below. Yeah, that's good. And then we can connect these like that. Okay, so now we got the silica and the scrap going into this one. That's looking great. Now we're just going to hook up the power. Okay, all of these should be sorted. Now what we want to do is we've got 6 of these and we need 250. So let's do 50 on 5 and then we'll turn off the last one. That sounds like a good plan to me. So we'll just turn this one off. And then we'll copy paste this setting after setting this to 50. And then that should be great for our 250 from the top floor. So we should have 450 in the bottom and 250 at the top. Then that can all come out this side so we can get this onto the same belt. So that's going to be fine because the 450 plus the 250 is within our belt limit. And we don't need to go more than that on the top, so we can actually take off this floor. But if we actually want to come through to here, let's see where our merger is or can be placed. So let's maybe do a merger on actually I like that. Let's take this one up. Oh, we can't because of the rails. Do we have rails on this side? I mean conveyors. Yeah, okay, so let's just do it on this one over here, and then we'll just put it through the floor. So let's just stack this one up like that. Delete those two. And then we'll just do a floor hole right above us here. That's good. And then we'll link this one to here. And then there goes our ingots. Okay, so we should have 250 from the top. Let's just check everything here. So this one's going to stock up with the scrap. Yeah, it's going to fill up. It's just busy doing the loading on either side. So yeah, that should be perfect. Then these machines should carry on. I'll just leave that going for a while now because the scrap has been building up inside here, so it's hit its maximum. Okay, so the last thing to check is just to see how much silica we need. So let's have a look at the bottom, and let's see 46.875, and that's going to be times 12. So 562.5, and then that's going to be plus, let's just go up here, 62.5 times 5. Oh, so it's just over the belt maximum. So we're going to need to have 2 separate belts here with a merger. Okay, so this isn't a problem because those ones are going to be fine for those belts. But this one's the problem child over here because this belt's going to hit the maximum. So how much do we need? We need 875 silica. So we're going to have to get to a 780 max. So less 780. So we need one of 95 and the other one maxed on 780. So if we look at a typical constructor and we look at its silica, and that's 37.5, and we take 780 divided by 37.5, 20.8. So we need 20.8, and we've got 24 here. So let's do 780 divided by 24 is 32.5. So each of these needs to be set to 32.5. That means it's going to be 19.5 for the inputs. 19.5 times 24. Yeah, so that's under the belt limits. That's fine. So let's just set all of these to 32.5. Cool. I'll do that, and then I'll be back when that's all done. Okay, so that's all been updated. We've got 468 coming in on that one. So that's fine. In terms of the quartz and the outgoing, we've got 32.5 times 24. So we got the 780. And we needed, what did we need again? 62.5 times 5 for the top floor, plus 46.875 times 12. So we need 875, and that less 780 is 95. Okay, so we need 95 more. Let's see how best to do this. I'd like to feed into the back of that. So maybe let's extend this floor across. We can do a splitter here. Yeah, I like that. So let's do this. And then we can just bring out our blueprint for the constructors. Just going to see where the floor hole needs to be. So let's put it over here. And then we're just going to look at our constructor blueprint. Then let's line it up with this. Okay, so it's going to be on this level. And just extend this over a bit so it holds all the constructors. Cool, and then we'll link up the power. Okay, then the only thing we need to do now is we need to split this, so this can go into a splitter on this side. So let's go here, put a split up all the way. Okay, that can feed into there. Oh, should have put one more over actually. We'll get there. Okay, and then, oh, dang it, we need to we need to do this. And then we can link this one to there. Okay, and then we need to set this to be right any center overflow. Okay, so it'll fill up the bottom one first. Okay, then this one at the top here, we're going to need to be making 95 for all of these. So that's going to be 8 of those. So 95 divided by 8 is 11.875. So let's do here, silica 11.875. Copy this to the different ones. Now we can copy paste because the machine's not running, so it doesn't fill up stuff in our backpacks. And then the last thing we need to do is just hook this up to the floor hole. So let's do that. Cool. And then I think that's everything sorted. So we should have enough coming up for the top. Load balancing across the board. That is done. Okay, so we're now producing our 450 for the bottom floor plus the 250. So we got the 700 aluminium ready. So let's go and have a look at the casing and the hull-clad sections. And the only thing we should need to do now is the fourth thing on our list on the right hand side, and that's to do the 120 aluminium casing. So all of those shouldn't be affected once the aluminium starts clogging up, but we just need to throw in the 2 new machines. So let's throw in these. Okay, then it's just hooking up the power. And copying the recipe. Okay, sorting out the splitters, and that should be everything. So there you go. We've got 180. Oh, did we? I think we did something wrong here. Because it's 120 aluminium casing. It's 180 ingots. No, we did it right, because that's 9, 8, and 27, 36, 45. So it's 450 here. And 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, and the last one is set to 10, which should be 33.3333%. There you go. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so now that's doing 250. Let's do the increase here. Okay, so that's now changed to 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. So we've got 120 increase like we planned. Awesome. And that's the aluminium sorted, guys. That's fantastic. Cool. Let's mark that off on the old to-do list. Okay, next thing on the list is going through and upgrading the machines. So let's get to the section where the assemblers are here. And let me dive into the old spreadsheet. We can see what's going to be upgraded first. Before we do that, I suppose we better hook up the fronts, guys. We completely forgot to do the fronts for the casings. So let's do that. There we go. Okay, cool. Now let's go back to the spreadsheet and have a look. Let's do our upgrades. So we've thrown on an additional 40 in terms of that. And we've upgraded this. So let's have a look here. So we made this 450. We then increased this from 13 to 15, so that's 300. We then upped the rods to be 9 to 270, Then we did 1 extra constructor at 17 constructors, or did we do 2 extra ones? We added on an additional 30, so it'll be 2 extras, so it'll be 18. Okay, then we did the steel beams and we increased that to 600, so that'll be 14. No, it was 15 because we threw in 3 additional. So then that means that this has then gone up to 2 more, and that's an additional 30. And then if we look at the nuclear power, yeah, encased in steel and everything is still in the green as well, so we're not starving the factory on that side. Then the only other thing is the casings, which we've now increased, and that was 980 because we only had 2 of those machines. So now we've actually bumped this up all the way through to 300, which is awesome. So we're well in excess, well, not well in excess, but we got enough of everything to cover the build. And the only things that we are breaking even on obviously the aluminium and the copper. And this is because we're using that fully, but we've actually increased that. So this is possibly not correct because we've actually beefed this up across the board, because now this has gone to 600 in terms of that. And then the output, I think we're putting out 780. So yeah, we're well in excess, but we're actually using the 780 for both of those, plus the 895. So we actually increased this to 600, or did we increase this to 780? We'll have to go and check that on the aluminium. I think we did set it to the 780 to be safe. Yeah, we did, because we used the power shots. So that's coming in at 780. And then this is going to be 780 plus the 95 that we added on additionally, because we got the 2 separate bolts that are now coming in. So let's go back there, plus the 95. Yeah, so that's in excess on that side. But we're actually using the 875 as well. So we're using everything that we're putting through. Cool, so that's now breaking even, and that's been updated. So the only thing left to do now is to actually do the upgrades across the factory. So let's start with the reinforced, and we're going to go from 6 to 9. So let's head back into game, and then we can start doing that. Okay, so we're at the reinforced now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want to put in 3 more. So that's going to be equal to the 9. I'm just double checking. Yeah, it's definitely 9. So let's get our blueprints, go for our assembler to the right. It's not in line because all of these ones are a bit further out. It's before the days of blueprints. Must actually make a point in the 1.0 of actually deleting these and then placing them again, so I don't have to do this. I'll make a plan and do that in the next one. The next playthrough, which is exciting to think about. Really looking forward to the content for that. Okay, let's just link all these bolts up. That's making use of the extra plates we got. And then it's just linking up the power. And then we mustn't forget the mergers in front this time, guys. Cool, it's looking real good. Only other thing is just sticking on those. Oh, those are all done. Oh yeah, setting the recipe, that would help, hey? Okay, let's do those. Awesome. That's done up to 9. Fantastic. Cool, what's next on the list? So let's jump through. We'll head back to the spreadsheet. Switcheroo there. And then let's update that. So that's been updated to 9, so we can get rid of those and clear that. Next on the list is the modular frame. Cool, and we're going to go from 8 to 12. Cool, so let's go do that. That's right, yeah, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one I believe we are using the blueprints at least, which is nice. So that's going to be easy to do. Okay, and then we need to throw on 3 more. No, 4 more. 1, 2, 3. Just need to get power here so we can fly again. Will it fit, guys? Will it fit? Like a glove. Let's link these up. Copy the recipe. Cool. And then let's just link this last one to its power. And slowly these are going to start filling. Yeah. Cool. It's going to give this some time. I'll let this low balance and then I'll just make sure everything's running and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, that's been running for a while. It's all looking good. So anything left to do now is to actually increase the signage, and we also forgot to do that on the previous one as well. So now this is producing 12, so we actually got 24 coming through on this side. So let's go through to here and update that to 24, and this as well. And then we've also increased this, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 9 times 5 is 45, so let's just go and put that there too. Okay, so that's 45. Okay, let's go and have a quick look at the spreadsheet and see what's next. So that's this one that's been done. Let's mark that off. Okay, then the next one is the encased beam from 3 to 4.5. So let's go and find the encased beams. Okay, and then here they are, 3. So we're going to do 2 more. I don't think we got a blueprint for the assembler going the other direction. So what we'll do is we'll just do these ourselves. So it's going to be 4.5, so we need 2. With the one underclocked to 50. Just copy the recipe, just to make sure we're using the right recipe. Okay, that one's underclocked. Just linking up all the bolts and then we'll set the overflows. Cool. Let's link up the powers. And then that should start filling up. Nice. Okay, we got our merges on this time at least. Okay, next thing is let's increase this. So this has gone from 6, 12, 18, 24, 27. Okay, so let's just stop the check. Spreadsheet is that it's 27 as well. Nice. Okay, so let's increase this to 27. Cool. Okay, what's next? Let's mark that one off. Okay, the next thing is the We'll build that later. The circuit board. So we only need one more circuit board. Cool, that should be easy to do. So let's switch back to game, go look for the circuit boards. We're just checking here. We're going from 7 to 8. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we can throw in this one with another blueprint. No, because this one's not exactly correct. Let's link the power wire in front. And just connect all the belts. Copy the overflow settings. Okay, next set of circuit boards coming in. Okay, so that's 12.5 times 8. That's going to give us exactly 100. So let's do that. Upgrade on the signs. Okay, looking good. Let's have another look to see what's on the next one. Okay, so those are all finished. Let's mark that off. Okay, so we got 3 new machines, or 4 machines to do. And then we can start focusing on the 2. So this one's going to be the heavy modular frame. So let's go get those. And that's obviously going to be on the top floor. But let's just double check. It's going to go from 1.5 to 2.5. Okay, so let's head up. It's a dream that we got these signs, guys, so at least we can see where to go. Okay, it's on the other side. Here we go. Okay, so this one's on 1.5 and we need 2.5. So let's make 3 of these and then we'll underclock the one. Should be it. Those are all filling up. This one should be underclocked to 50% because we need 2.5. Okay, this one's just missing the modular frames. This one's all good. Let's see why this one's not getting the modular frames. That would help. Okay, that'll start filling up now because that machine's backlogged. There you go. Cool, and then this is now changed, so we can update the total. This is going to be 7.03. And let's just copy that to the other side. Cool, that's the heavy done. So again, let's go back to the spreadsheet and mark that one off as done. Okay, crystal oscillator. 1 to 1.5. Let's go and get that machine sorted. Where is that one? Down 1. Down 2. There it is. Okay, so this one needs to be 1.5. So let's throw another machine. Copy the recipe. And then we'll just underclock this to 50%. And then we can actually link these bolts. For now, let's just do it like this. Okay, set these overflows. Okay, that should start stocking up. Nice. Okay, then that's going to update that total. What is it on the spreadsheet? Let's just double check. 2.81. Okay, let's jump back. Nice. Inch by inch, guys. Okay, let's see. Let's update that. Here it's radio control units 0.5 to 1.5. Okay, let's go find that one. No, lower floor. There it is. Okay, so that one's on 0.5, so we need an extra one. Yeah, and we can use this on this side. Yeah, perfect. Because let's give a little gap between these two. So we can hook up the bolts at the back. Something like that. Okay, let's copy this recipe. Paste it here. Now this one we want to actually be 100%. It's going to give us our 1.5, and then we can just link these bolts. That's a little easier. Nice. Okay, so let's do that on our sign. Okay, so the sign's going to change to 6.75. Let's just copy and paste that on the other side. Cool. Okay, so those are done. What's the next one? Let's go and check and clear this. Okay, we're getting there, guys. The last one that we have to upgrade before building the other machines is the fused modular, and that's going to go from 1 to 2. So let's go and get the fused modular sorted. There should be. Okay, so this is going from 1. So let's just select on another blender. Nice. And I think that's it for the upgrades, guys. That's looking good. Okay, let's go back to our spreadsheet. Mark that one off as done. Cool. So the only two things we've got to do now is to build the assemblers for the pressure cube and then build the particle accelerator for the nuclear pasta. Awesome. Okay, so let's go and update our to-do list here. Mark that one as done for the upgrade. And then the last one now, build the new machines. Okay, and for that we're going to go to our top floor, which is perfect. Okay, and then I'm thinking maybe let's do the assemblers on this side and the particle on this side. Let's start with our assemblers and then we can place down for the conversion cube. So let's just go grab our blueprint, assembler, and then we'll place it somewhere around here. Yeah, that looks good, I like that. Of course, we're going to need 3 of these for the cube. So that's 1, 2, and 1 more. Okay, that's all good. Let's bring up some power. And then these are going to be set to the conversion cube. Let's copy paste this across the board. Right, so we're making 3 per minute in terms of that. Let's link up the inputs. Cool. Okay, so the only thing now we've got to bring up from the bottom is the fused modular and the radio control. So let's have a look where we can have a spot. Yeah, that's got a spot on both sides. I like that spot. Or this one on the line here, but then it's going to go through the pole. Anything further back here? Yeah, we could do this one here. That's a nice spot. Okay, let's drop down. Okay, so we need our fuse core and our modular. So let's put this directly on here. Okay, and then the left's going to be the fused. And then the right's going to be the radio. Well, actually, we're going to have it on the same side, but we're not going to get higher than the stack, actually. So yeah, let's do that on both sides. Okay, so let's fly up to the top and put down our markers that we can drop down our logistics nicely. So it's going to be on the line. So let's see. Yeah, it's going to be this one here. Like that. And this one there. Cool. Oh, I made that stand up. Oh, we didn't go up a floor. Let's go up a little further. Yeah, and then now when we do this, it doesn't clip any of the walls. Cool, let's drop down all the way to the bottom. Okay, so it's going to hit the belt max. Let's do that, and then we'll put a floor hole in there. Cool, that one's done. Let's go to the other side. Okay, connected on this one. Again, we'll go all the way down as far as we can go. This one we don't have enough space here for the floor hole. Maybe we do. Let's have a look. But that's the wrong way around. Okay, but that'll work. So let's just do that again. Yeah, and it's going to be going up. Nice, into that one. And this one can come up. Cool. There you go. There they go. Okay, and then it should be doing it the same thing on this side. This should be going up. So let's head up to the top. We should see some items on the belts chilling here. Okay, so let's feed this into the back of the machines. Looking good. Okay, then this one will run around this side. Cool. Okay, so there goes the radio control units. And the fuse cores are coming in. And there's our conversion cubes. Nice. Okay, so let's run this now to join into the storage. Okay, we got one over there. So we might make another one here. Then I'll do the trick someone told me in the comments, where we can actually build it up all the way to the top here, just using a floor hole. So let's do that. Let's see first of all where it matches. So it's going to be in line with this. Okay, so it's going to be on the cusp of these. So let's do it like that. Like that. That should place it on the divide. Then we can just do this. Nice. Cool, and then we can delete the cube. Well, not the cubes, the foundations. That is neat. Cool. Okay, so then let's link this up. And there goes our cube, guys. Or not. There's a glitch. I think it was a glitch in the matrix. Yeah, another glitch in the matrix. What is going on here? We're freaking the game out, guys. Okay, so that should be all good. So as these machines back up, then these ones will turn on. So we're just going to give that time. While we wait for that, let's go find the spot now for the particle accelerators. So we're going to need 2. I don't know if we should do 1 each side or keep it like we've done on all the other floors, but this is the final floor in the factory. We're not going to ever go higher than this. So we can take some ad-lib. Let's maybe have a look to see, because for the particle accelerator, we're going to have to bring up the copper powder is on the top floor, or the top conveyor, because that's the latest item. And then the pressure conversion is right at the bottom on the sushi belt. So maybe we can find another sushi on the bottom, and then we can just bring it up. This one looks good. Is this one on the bottom? Yeah. Cool. So let's make this one go right, and we'll put that through to the cube. Then we can just run this up all the way to the top. So maybe what we can do is we can do the same thing, actually, because it's going to be halfway on the block that we did just now. So didn't think about that before. Let's try this. So we can do it like that. Put a splitter like that. Oh, sorry, not a splitter. I suppose then we'll have to do it on every floor going down to makes it look at least decent, hey? Let's try it. Let's try it. See how it looks like. And then we can do that. Can we do that? Yeah, okay, cool. So let's just do it all the way to the top. That works. And the items won't clip through the floor then, because they'll go through the sections. Not too bad, guys. I like it. Cool. Okay, then this is going to bring up the conversion. Then the only other thing we need to bring up is the powder, and that's on this floor over here. So that's all good. Let's see, we can put a splitter maybe on, that one's going to be blocked there. Let's put a splitter on this one right here. Okay, let's set its overflow. So write any center overflow. And then we can bring this up in the same way that we just did the other ones now. So we can put down the floor holes. I don't know if I prefer this. I think I actually prefer the other way, where we do it with these blocks. You guys can tell me what you think, but I think this looks neater, because then this just runs down directly like that, and then faces away from the floor. I actually like that more. I suppose it's just how can we do that while using the floor holes? That's one. I'll have to give that one some thought. Okay, so we got both our items that are going to come up here. We just have to wait for those to start heading through from the cube side. But we can put down our particle accelerator. So that's going to be the inputs for those. So let's put this one here. Let's give it a little space. One there, and one there. Cool, set that to nuclear pasta. And this one to nuclear pasta. So that's 1, 2. We're going to need one more. I think we're going to have to put one on the other side, guys. That's not a problem. We got lots of space up here. Ah, but I do need more parts. Because it's going to head down and go get those. Okay, so let's just add to the shopping list for the particles so we know what we're getting. Because we need some turbos. We need some supers. Cooling system. And last one, the rods. Cool. Okay, let's head back up. Okay, let's put down another one. And let's do the splitters. Okay, so we're going to need 2 different layers of splitters. One on the floor level, and then we'll do another one higher up. Or what we'll do is we'll do both on just different levels, like that. Okay, then we'll need a splitter over here that's going to join them. But before that, let's put on these splitters. So that one's going to go into this one, into that one. Oh, that one was the wrong way around. Okay, let's link these up. Left any center overflow. Let's apply that to all of these. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is splitters on this level over here. That'll be for that level, and that'll be for that one. Let's connect this up. So we can do right any center overflow, doesn't really matter. So we can do center none actually, and we'll do left any, so it shares between those. Okay, copy that, paste that. Then we can run the same thing on the other side. So let's go to this input. Cool. Okay, and then we can go and set these inputs. Write any center overflow and copy that setting, apply it to there. Then we've got to bring up power. So where do these power connectors come? Let's see. Okay, so it's right at the back. So let's maybe hook it up in line on this. Take it across to the other machine here. Then we just got to hook this up to our electricity grid. Cool, so those have all got power now. Only thing left to do is to hook it up to the bolts downstairs. Or from these ones. So let's drop this one down here. Like that. And then that can be for that one. And then this one we'll do like that. Cool. So there goes the copper powder, and there goes the conversion cubes. Nice. That means that we should be able to start making nuclear pasta soon. Look, guys. So excited. Would help if we selected the recipe as well, hey? So that's the 100, 200, 300 copper powder that we made from our last episode. That's all being used now. So now we just got to wait for this to stockpile. Come on, copper powder. Dying to see the first one start making. Guys, then we've automated all the parts in the game. So cool. Come on. You know you want to. Almost there. Come on. Any moment now. Oh, come on. Yes. Victory. Oh, wow. That uses a lot of power. Wow. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. Sure. Look at this. I love these animations. Cool, guys. So that's all done. So now let's actually start putting the outputs, and we can fly through the middle here. No, don't get zapped. Okay, so let's put all the mergers now, and then we can start feeding this down into the storage. Okay, so that's the one. Second. And it doesn't matter which way we run this one, because we can go across the top here. So let's keep them uniform, all going the same way. Because this is the top floor after all. Okay, and then let's see where we can hook this up. Because we're going to put a floor hole here. Let's bring this up. Okay, so again, let's just extend this out so we can use the floor hole trick to bring it up further than what it can allow. Okay, and we'll just delete that one. Cool. Okay, so that's now going to send it downstairs. So let's go down and we'll hook it up at the bottom. Oh, typical out of Alclad. With the final build. That's so exciting to be able to get this right, guys. Cool, that's all linked up, and there it goes. Wow. Okay, so now let's just go and update our to-do list here. So just go through there. New machines are done. Okay, now we obviously want to link that up to storage. We don't want those to automatically sync, but at least it's on the... Oh yeah, because it's on the sushi bolt, so it will sync it. So we'll could get a little bit of points while we wait for the storage to be built now, guys. Okay, so let's build the storage. To do that, we're going to have to do a little bit of a cleanup here, because we're going to need space for 2 more. So we need one there for the pressure conversion cube, and then on top of that, the nuclear pasta. So let's just clear this out of it. We'll obviously improve this layout. Have to shift around some signs, but we'll get there. Because we need 2 more storages. 1, 2. Let's put down another 2 splitters. Okay, and then this one's going to be for the cube. And this one's going to be for the pasta. And then this one is going to be overflow. Okay, then let's put down our trusty awesome sink. And then that can sink everything we're not using. Let's link this up to power. Just couldn't have planned that better. Okay, let's put this here, that there. Okay, and let's just go and consult the spreadsheet quick. So if we look at the spreadsheet, we now actually have this done, and we're doing 3 here. Did we only need 2? Okay, so we'll have to remove one of those, so that's not a problem. I thought there was 3. Okay, so let's do that. We'll clear this, and then this side we've done those 3, so let's remove that. Cool. And then the quantity that we're producing is going to be 2 here, and we're only using 1.5, so that's a saving of 0.5. So let's go back to game here. We'll go for this one, copy that, and we've got 0.5 coming through for the pressure. And then this last one's going to be the nuclear pasta. Let's just copy this setting here, change this to the pressure. Cool, and then just format this better. Yeah. Okay, and then this last one, we've got this one coming through at 1.5. So let's change this. Copy that setting, change this to pasta. Okay, then let's just set this. Okay, and this is going to be 1.5. And it's going to be for the 1.5 nuclear pasta. And there it is, guys. It's coming through. Awesome. This will obviously only start coming through once the machines for the particle accelerator have backlog, so that's going to take a while. But it's so nice to see that nuclear pasta is coming through. We've got the awesome sync doing its thing. Everything's connected, so that's the storage done. So let's go through to our to-do list. Update the new storage. That's now completed. That's awesome. Now the only thing left to do is to wait and let this build up, and then we can do the hand in. So we're going to need 1,000 pastas, so that'll take a little time. And during that time, I think, oh yeah, first of all, we've got to fix the floor here. This was going through the hypertubes, so we can sneak the hypertubes possibly just along here. Yeah, it's not going to be bad. Let's do this, and then we'll just up it like that, just to get us over the items. Cool. Bring it here. We'll move this pole. Let's move it over this side. Just make sure everything's got power still. Cool. And there was nothing underneath that this was connected to. No, looks good. Cool. And anything left to do is bring this here. Where did we want our entrance? Let's maybe make it... yeah, let's put it back here. And then we'll do this. Lift it up. Okay, you have to go a little further. Let's put it on this one here. And then we can link those two. Cool. And let's link that to input for the entrance. Connect that to the power. Cool, that works. Okay, let's head back. Let's go fix the mistake that we made in terms of the assemblers upstairs. So we only need 3, not 2. So we're actually overproducing there. So that might affect the whole logistics and the factory's production. So let's go and change that. Yeah, because this produces 1 cube, 1 cube, 1 cube. So that's 3. And these take... half, so we only need 1.5, but we wanted to build a little bit in excess. Cool, so let's actually delete this one, the last one in the queue. That's been tidied up. So the only thing we have to do now is just wait for the nuclear pasta to build up, guys. So I'm going to give it some time, and then I'll wait for day, and then I'll be at the hub, and then we can look at doing the handing. Awesome, I'll catch you guys down there just now. Guys, it's finally time. Time to hand in phase 4. It's been a long road. We have accomplished so much. Factory's been awesome to build with you guys, man. Really enjoyed the adventure. Super looking forward to doing the same thing for version 1 with a slight change in what we're going to do and where we're going to build and what we're going to have planned for you guys. So really looking forward to that. Thanks for joining on this series. It's been really awesome to do. I'll definitely be doing a video of sorts in terms of what I'll be releasing for version 1, what we're going to be planning on, some tutorials I wanted to do, things I didn't touch on in this world, things like the drones and flights and all that stuff. Lots to tackle in version 1, so super keen and looking forward to that. But without further ado, let's get this going. So what I've done is I've put this little floor hole over here for the pasta. I've ran it underneath in anticipation for that. So the only thing I need to do now is to actually connect it over here. So let's put our splitter up here. So let's stack this guy. And then let's connect it from here to there. And we'll go to each one of them. That way the pasta is going to catch up to the other ones. Okay, so the pasta will come through here, all the others on their channels, and then everything's going to feed through there and do the hand. Let's do it. Okay, director, check. Magnetic, check. Pasta, check. Thermopropulsion, check. Awesome. Let's go and watch the gloriousness, guys. Here it comes. We forgot to do the INI. There you go. Ah, look at that magic. So cool. Okay, let's give it the time, guys. Just appreciate what's going on here. Can't wait to tick this one off the old to-do list. There you go. Pasta's raking up. Thermopropulsion is almost done. Thermo's done. The Rector's done. Come on, baby. Yo, that's a lot of materials, guys. It's going to be awesome to put all of the leftovers and stuff that come through now, because we don't need to stockpile them into the awesome sinks so that we can get more tickets. We'll also do a recap of how many tickets and stuff we've done, because we've done absolutely no spending since the last big spending spree, so we should have quite a couple of tickets stashed there, which will be awesome to see. Cool. Where's the rest of the... Oh, there's the pastas. Oh, they're all in this one. Okay, let's split them up. Here we go. Almost finished the magnetic. Pasta's coming in. Pasta's done. Magnetic's done. Yes! Finally, guys. That's gonna be so awesome. Wow. So cool. Let's do the hand-in. Final phase, employee of the planet. Oh, this is gonna be so cool. Done. A small reward in the item shop. There she blows. Oh, man. Ha! Okay, let's mark that off the old to-do list. Ah, feels good, guys. Feels really good. Cool. Let's go and see what's in the item shop. Hey, what's in the shop, guys? What's in the shop? Ah, employee of the Planet Cup. Awesome. Okay, let's get our tickets. Nice. 160. That's gonna be cool. Oh yeah. Just tastes better, guys. Just tastes better. Cool, guys. Thanks for joining. I hope you've enjoyed the series. I hope you've enjoyed episode 20. I definitely enjoyed bringing you more content in the next one release. Look forward to seeing you guys then. Cheers.